Ahoy, mate! You want yourself a story? Do I ever have myself a story? I used to be a pirate, wee lad, I. It'll be a tale to keep you awake at night, I promise you. Early in me sailing, I was looking to get tender in me line of work. So me being a witty young lad, I found myself a crew to get me boots wet. Not just any crew. Jimmy Ratbum's crew it was. Aye, that Ratbum. You know of the old scallywag, you say? His name is counted amongst legends. I remember it like it was yesterday. One night on those rough seas, we were sailing off the coast of New Spain. I found myself scrubbing the poop deck, and I ain't pulling her leg with no fancy talk. We had no loo to poo, so we rotated what deck we would defecate sticky brown all over every week, so we wouldn't rot the wood straight through. There I was, rubbing me hands raw, sloshing around that murky water. I had with me a clap of thunder, me favourite grog, lemon juice, with a bit of hand-squeezed wiener water brandy to ward off scurvy, and the roaming sea ghost looking to steal me soul. I guzzled me drink down with haste. Shan't waste time getting the shite up. The boat was a-swaying back and forth. We braved a right storm, we did, and the waves were now crashing up against her. I soon got me own way from all the rocking about. A dark brown tsunami washed over me face. Ruh! The baptism of a true pirate, I say. I embraced it with open arms. The scallywag I was working with thought me a bilge rat for grinning when I was sopped in the shit. Alas, not all on that boat were as sharp as I. But once me and the lads finished our scrubbing, we needed the captain to take a look. We emerged into the moonlight, lanterns flickering. The torrential rain was heartless. I dragged me booty onwards, and I entered his dark quarters. I couldn't see him, but I bellowed me words anyways. Yo ho ho, the deck be clean, the poop walk the plank. Avast ye, by Davy Jones' locker, what be that foul stench soil in the air? He soon kicked me out when me stunk so bad from my encounter with the brown wave burnt his nose something fierce. So a different sea dog fetched him. He marched out with his signature gait. Blimey! I gasped. It was me first time seeing the captain in clear view since boarding. He wore 2 peg legs, 2 eye patches adorned his face, 2 hooks in place for hands, 3 captain's hats he wore. That makes 10, that's right, I know maths. A sack of gold doubloons carried at his side. Not a tooth to be found on them. He ingeniously substituted them with a bit of rock and some glue. Aye, what a scurvy dog. He waddled to the location of our scrubbing. Ah, shite, he wasn't a happy lubber. I hardly noticed. But in all me scrubbing, seems I got carried away. I scrubbed away the entire deck, half of the slumbering crew and all. Captain was none too pleased with us. Nay, he can't see a peep, but I believe he figured out the absence of lumber once he fell off the stairs into the gaping abyss I made. Beep. Down just like that, his face walloped the bottom deck, captain hat's falling off. Dave! He screamed up at me. 'Twas not but a scratch, captain. I'll fix it in a jiffy, I exclaimed to him. Ah, you better, or I'll have your hands in place of me hooks, boy. He barked at me. Aye, aye, captain. Won't see nothing ever happened. Yaha then, get to it. Our blind captain trudged back to his quarters with a bit of guidance, and I set out on me objective. Me mission to play a bit of dice before I started working. Me and 2 fellow of me crew sat on the top deck in the pouring rain and thunder perched around a barrel. Oi, Dave, I caught wind it was you that vaporised the shitting deck. Damn that balding Irish man. That landlubber that went by the name Crocker Conehead was already gaffing at me over me blunder. Nay, you bum fiddler. Wasn't me nothing to do with it, in fact. The wood had tree scurvy and breathed its last breath. Me being Dave, I was quick-witted. Yah ha ha! Ye two are touched by the stupid ye are. First mate Jimothy Brim, whom hailed from Liverpool, was chuckling at me and Crocker. Nothing funny about it to me, but alas. There we was deep in our game of dice, last round. I had myself a winning view. I needed one more good old roll and I'd take the jackpot. Ready, boys! Fire in the hole! With a flick of me wrist, I flung the dice out of the cup onto the barrel. Shot a 12. I rolled craps. I fuckered me roll all about. Ha 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 ha! Down to the bottom of the deep with ya. Jimothy and Crocker were gut-busted at me. Nay, you both misread. I know maths from me primary school, it was a 7. I win. I was on the verge of tears and bargaining. Jimothy wasn't to let me go with this one. Dave, pipe down and quit your whining. Hornswoggling is against the code, you lost, so stuff it, boy. Malarkey, ye are the cheaters. I was sweating now. Couldn't much tell in the downpour, though. I grabbed the dice and tossed them into the deep blue. Aha! No more dice for the lot of ya! Me urge to cry subsided from me outburst. Ya shit sack, Dave. That was our only pair of dice. Sore loser, you'll get yours when you're rebuilding the ship. Crocker yapped at me and came over to give me one good pummel against me innards. I was seeing the Irish flag the whole night through in a daze and slumbered upon the mouldy top deck by myself. Nah, I ain't complaining. Sometimes I did that anyways. The sun arose and me with it. Seems overnight we made refuge at a local pirate cove. Me crew was already ashore. I was left to start me project of fixing me mistakes to our ship. I gave the little slug next to me a kiss on the lips and got about me day. I buckled on me best plumed pants and me favourite striped vest against me bare hairy chest. Time to work. I harvested the sea moss and barnacles from the bottom of the ship. I compressed them in me toes till they were but a fine paste. I got to rebuilding while they sang at the local tavern. Progress at last. I had reclaimed 5 finger lengths of the deck in 10 days of me, back-breaking labour. I was a happy pirate, I was. I thought I had earned myself some grog. Oh, shite me timbers, me grave error. I was in a drunken stupor while singing a shanty and dancing a jig. I fumbled a powder bag onto the burning lamp to me side. Boom! Clang! Smash! Like that I was launched up into the air. Then I fell into the briny deep barnacle filling me mouth. I chewed up and swallowed them down in defiance to the sea ghosts. Almost got me they did. I escaped the blue death and ran ashore. Me plumed breeches soaked through and through, I jogged to the local tavern. I told Captain what happened. Captain, the Navy. It seems they found our ship and blasted it to pieces, Captain. Ain't nothing left. I jumped overboard as quick as I could. A small white lie to save me hide from a whipping. Marooned? Monkey on a stick! The sea ghosts must have snitched our whereabouts to the Navy. Timmy Smalls, I need you to get me map out of me bag. We need to go hunting for some treasure to buy us a new ship. Stunned I was, Captain bought it. Thought I was gonna be swinging from the gallows with that tall tale. Timmy Smalls was a veteran sailor, one of our most trusted crew. He was about as tall as a dog on its hind legs, but he had a keen eye with his spyglass, so we kept him around. Plus, gold booty wasn't the only booty I hunted. I was a booty buccaneer, and Timmy possessed a fine tight arse for plundering. It gets lonely on the rough seas. I proposed a parley where me and Mr. Smalls could be in love in exchange for 1 doubloon every month, but he spat in my face and told me to get lost. Timmy retrieved the map from the captain's sack and handed it over in earnest. Once receiving the map, Captain developed a plan for all us buccos. Looky here. I buried a safekeeping on these beaches ages ago. X marks the spot, dear lads. A handful of paces to the north. A bit of digging here and there, and we will be back on the 7 seas with no delay. Make haste. Aye, aye, we shouted in unison. I was put on point guard with me cutlass. I was slashing at the branches and vines blocking our salvation. Maybe an occasional aggravated swing at a perched parakeet, or scurrying squirrel to impress Captain. Ah, Captain, you ever want a pet? Crocker spotted a small ape. Nay, never thought about it much. Why be the question, dear Crocker? Sir, seems there be a rare monkey over yonder. Betcha Dave could give it a right fetching for you. Why not, ahoy, Dave? Go get your captain his very own monkey. Shite, I've received a direct order from the top. I'm deathly frightened of monkeys. Me believes the old sailor's tale that they carry little devils in 'em, but I shan't show weakness. I took off me fungus-infested foot wraps and began to climb the palm tree. Me feet were bleeding from rubbing the bark, but I pressed on. Me crew was pointing and laughing. I know, boys, the monkey does look funny. They didn't respond to me comment, but I chuckled, being glad to know me crew is laughing with me and not at me, I think. I leapt up, grabbing the monkey's leg in my grasp and yanking him down below. We tumbled down and I began wrestling the little chap. Shite, I was losing. Oh! Rah! Ow, ow! Me was yelping in pain. Bugger got me in a headlock, he did. Me crew was right cackling now. Arties! Help a fella out! I was yelling and screaming now, fearing for me life. Jimothy relented and grabbed the monkey off of me with one hand. Strong rapscallion indeed. I was blushing on both sets of cheeks, embarrassed to the brim of me a soul. I calmed myself and began to speak aloud. Captain, my apologies, I tried to... He cut me off. Boy, we were just running a rig on you, Dave. I never wanted the damn monkey. Pull yourself together. We're wasting daylight. Damn scoundrels, it was all a rouse for their laughs. Before I rose to my feet, I grabbed a bit of monkey shite out of the mud. Once they turned their backs and stuffed it between my remaining teeth for good luck. Forward we went. 872, 873, 874. Oi, wait just a minute. Captain wears 2 eye patches. How in the blue blazes does he know where we're going? Our J-Macon quartermaster Bobby Bolgers makes a fair point. Aye, never thought o' it. Crocker concurred with him. Oh lads, alas ye be right. Me syphilis is confusing me head again. Ere Jimothy Brim, look at me map for me. Captain handed over the map. We hung our jibs in shame. Seems we went in the opposite direction we were supposed to. We took a short break, gobbled down some biscuits and drank some good old rat gravy, then went about our way once more. 903, 904, 908, 939. Jimothy may be able to read a map, but he can't count worth a damn. Jimothy! I beckoned to him. Me knows 2 + 2 = 5, yea? Let me be counting the paces. Time to show off, but sink me. Mere brief interruption made us all lose count. So we changed course and restarted. A few hours later, and we were back to where we left off. I cracked me back and picked the candies out of me nose in preparation to address the crew. Attention, mateys, only 30 more paces to the X, we all cheered. Lovely work, Dave. Your reward is digging. Captain was smiling at me. Rah! I growled in pain upon hearing the news. Flipping flounders, that wasn't fair. I busted me bum all day, and while I may be a compulsive liar and a bit dense, I think someone else should be digging. Orders are orders, though, so once we arrived to our X, I dug in the sand like a small pup in the way me dad showed me. Not paying any mind, I flung sand right into Bobby Bolger's eyes. Aye, PPP, what are you doing? I got off all fours and straightened me back, not before letting out a bit of gas. Belay your Bolgers! I'm digging over here and I don't want your big flapping lips interrupting me. He gave me a firm smack across me jib for that one. Halt! Now, you need not be fighting. We're all winners today, lads. Let the boy dig. Captain intervened and rescued me jib from any more slapping by Bobby. I got back to it. Wasn't long before I struck myself a coffer. I hit the motherlode, Captain. He shoved me aside and lurched into the shallow hole. He clicked the lock open and boom! By Davy Jones! The words left me mouth without me consent. It was a gold flintlock and hundreds of doubloons. Me and a pirate kicked in. Gimme that! I pushed Captain aside and grabbed myself the firearm. I caressed the beauty in me hands, but turned around to see me crew, hands on hips, glaring at me. What? I just wanted myself a small touch of all me hard work. The sun was beating down on us on that beach, seagulls singing. Captain was angry as ever. You have all the grace of me wench of a mother, Dave. He came to confront me. Hand over me, flintlock, he demanded. Yah, Captain, don't you think after all I've done I deserve some booty of me own? Nay, you don't. You ruined the deck of me ship and it sunk on your watch. Crocker told me you threw our only dice overboard as well. He was spitting in me face. He lowered his tone and said, So nay, Davy, you don't deserve it. Give it back, you knave. No, I want it. Me keeps it for myself. Hands off. We wrestled the flintlock between us. I bit Captain, but that made him squeeze the trigger. Bam! The gun fired. Blah! Captain landed a round lead ball right in his own skull. Shite! It's not what it looks, hearties. Jimothy Brim pointed at me. You selfish prick, murdering Jimmy Ratbum in cold blood over a flintlock pistol. You shall get yours. Me shit out all the grog and biscuits I'd been eating when he said that. Crocker Conehead cracked his knuckles and Bobby Bolgers wiped the rest of the sand out of his eyes. Timothy Smalls darted at me. I quickly grabbed Captain Sacco doubloons off his body. Landlubbers, you won't catch me. I ran away trying to reload my pistol. I dropped the ramrod onto the sand. I was a fish out of water. I prayed to sea ghosts and spirits to take me now. I'd rather meet me fate at their hands rather than be keelhauled by me former mates. Crocker threw a crab at me head while I ran. Feel my Irish thunder, you bilge rat. It hit me clear in the head and fell down, pinching its claws to me arse. Yahoo! I yelped. But I kept on running. I lost them somewhere in the jungle and made my way back to the safety of the small pirate town. Me thunk if I had lost me former crew I'd make me own. With this pistol and sack I looked like a right pirate. I was dreaming, head in the clouds. Captain Dave, the shit-eater, pussy-beater, and the booty buccaneer. A beautiful picture it was. Me flag would be a portrait of me face. There in the humid and poorly lit tavern, I deemed myself Captain Dave. Shanties were being sung. Now was the time I approached myself a local prostitute to find me a perfect wife. I stumbled towards her. Hello there, sex angel. What might be your name? Want to marry me? Me damn game is sharp. I got her now. I smiled and showed off my shit-soiled rack of teeth. You're disgusting! She slapped me right across me face. Ow! And stormed out of the room. Stupid bitch. Who needs her? There are plenty of fish in the sea, I say. I'll find myself another beauty. Till then I scoured the tavern, looking for local talent to fill me new crew. Aha! There next to the bard I saw 'em. The perfect lads. 3 men, a good small start, I thunk. Shan't waste time, so I went to introduce myself. I reached out my hand. Hello, I'm Captain Dave, local excrement aficionado, and used to brave in the main seas. There we had 'em, a Cuban man named Juan Santiago who spoke not a lick of English, a drunken red-haired Scotsman named Bernie Gibblesticks, and a burly English swashbuckler, Tyler Redbull. Bernie spoke up. Aye, nice to make your acquaintance, Dave. What it be that you're looking for? I'm looking for a... Shite. I'm spitting and screaming in his face already from me excitement. I lowered me tone and began to speak again. Sorry lads, I'm looking for a new crew, see. I just bought myself a new ship, and I need 3 men to run her to start. Tyler was chugging coffee and tea, spat it out in my face and gave me an eager, I'm in. The coffee bean demon had possessed him, but he'd be a useful mate. Bernie gave me a handshake, and the one mumbled, Que hombre. But we dragged him out with us. Me fucked up. I forgot I hadn't even bought myself a ship to present to me mates, but I told 'em I did. I said I'd be back in a hurry and sprinted towards the harbour. Ah, I like 'em already. Tyler and Bernie nodded in agreement. I have gold! I have gold! I need me a ship. I was running through the harbour frantically shitting me pants looking for a boat. I was stopped by a man named Hector. He offered me right foul deal. He said he has a galleon with 500 cannons and it will only cost me my entire bag of gold doubloons. I accepted immediately and handed over me sack. Tried to go in for the kiss but he dodged me. He took me to me new ship. Wait, Hector, this is a sailboat with 2 cannons. Yar, it is good luck. He left me with my new bitch raft. I went to retrieve me crew, time to get 'em whipped into some right proper sea dogs now. Not too happy with our ship they were, but they soon warmed up. I was manning her helm, violently a-turning the wheel back and forth to get a feel for her. I made Juan vomit all over me deck. "Juan, if you vomit on me beauty of a boat again, he'll hang you." "Que dijiste?" he responded to me, whatever in the nine hells that means. Bernie, me new favourite Scotsman, spotted a ship ripe for plundering in the distance. "Captain, it's an entire fleet of the Royal Navy. What shall we do? I'll prep the sails to turn us around." "Nay, scurvy dog, we can take 'em, load our 2 cannons and prepare to board." I shouted me orders over me crew. We went head first towards them, shaking in their boots, but I was not. I was born for this moment. Juan ran back and forth across me ship, fiddling random ropes and sticking cannonballs in nooks and crannies. "Bueno, Juan." I knew myself a bit of Spanish too. We approached the fleet and rammed right into the biggest ship. Tyler was flung overboard from the impact, dragged to the bottom of the sea. I shot my pistol into the hull of the boat, hoping to sink her. But nothing happened. "Blasted boat, it's enchanted. Bernie, get the smelling salts and the holy boot." He did as instructed. Juan prayed the rosary in Spanish with his hands up as the British began lowering ropes onto our glorious ship. I chanted my own made-up tribal hums after smelling the salts. "Ah ya, ah ya, ah ya," I chanted away. I stuck the holy boot on me head and danced the protective jig. Bernie must have swapped me holy boot out because we got hauled aboard Her Majesty's Royal Frigate anyways. The local magistrate aboard the ship took a look at us 3 remaining bellends. I smiled me brown teeth at him and showed off me brown stain in me plume red pants to the men behind me. "Dave!" Oh, gods above, the magistrate was me successful in life, brother. "Nay, it's not me, I'm Juan Santiago, I'm not Dave." He didn't accept my red herring. "Dave, I know it's you. Come on, stop playing dumb with me. You left mother and fathers and told them you were going to be a pirate a year ago." I snapped back at him. "That be a right foul-smelling crocker ship, brother. I mean magistrate. I might like Crocs' ship, but me don't like this one. Dave, spare me. I'm sending you back home. I'll get rid of your charges, but don't come back to the New World again, would you please?" I clawed at the guards that dragged me away. I had rabies at the time and was foaming at the mouth. Thrown into the cells in the brig, I was shipped back. Just like that, I lost me dreams of being a true geezer pirate. Shipped away back to England, and here I remain. I still warp up soppy shit and go on the lake pretending, but it ain't the same. Dunno. What happened to me 2 remaining blokes of crew? Probably work on a sugar plantation. Alas, there is me tale of booty buccaneering for a year in the Caribbean. I want to go back, bring me flintlock with me and the couple of doubloons I saved, and start myself a new crew, but I'm locked on these air family grounds until I can get back out there and stir up the shit some more. It won't be the last they see of Captain Dave. I promise you that. I already made me escape plan. Just wait, but thank you for visiting me, cousin. Yo ho ho until next time.